Today, we will share some exciting changes coming for this show and registration details for Converge. Welcome back to Tanium Tech Talks. I'm your host, Ashley McGlone. We have two big topics today, and it should be a little bit of a shorter episode. Number one, we have some changes coming to the show. And number two, we're going to talk about Converge registration details you need to know to get into those lab registrations before they fill up. So, what's the big news? We're growing the show. And we're going to talk about that as we go along here. But you know what? Change is normal in IT. It's part of what we do every day, right? And this show has been pretty stable since it started back in December of 2020. Episode after episode, you've come to expect that essential information to be successful in the Tanium console, and that's what we're going to continue to deliver. But after 4 years of your glowing feedback, I tell you, we've gotten so much great feedback through people we talked to in person at Converge and from people working with our customers that say how much they love this, our partners of it. Everybody loves this content. So we're going to lean in and expand the team. And that new team is with me today. So I would like you to meet Jesh and Alex. Jesh, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. My name is Jesh Sachs. I've been with Tanium just over 4 years. I am a product enablement architect. Um, Previously a TAM in the field, a little bit of a specialty on the security side of things. So I am super excited to be part of the new Tech Talk shows going forward. So let's go.
Hi, I'm Alex Miller. I've been with Tanium for about 5 years. I started off as a technical account manager. Very excited to now be part of the product enablement team. More than excited to be a part of this Tech Talk conversation. And I'm so glad to be here with Ashley and Jesh today.
Well, Jesh and Alex, it's really a treat to introduce you to our audience. Now, just to set this up, right? I use all kinds of cultural references that make me sound old, okay? But so just to set this up, did you see the second Top Gun movie? Tom Cruise was in the pilot seat for decades. I mean, too long. He was a captain after 30 years, right? And it was time for him to teach some other people. So at this stage in my career, I should be training up others to do what I do, right? So my special guests are here today as the new and upcoming Tech Talk hosts. That's right. Jesh and Alex are going to be taking over Tanium Tech Talks. And we've been planning this for a while. And as you'll see, they are both super excited for what's next. And so am I. This show is growing, it's going to expand, it's going to be bigger and better. So this process is going to take several months to complete. And we have Converge coming up as well. So by early 2026, you'll be seeing much more of them and much less of me. And they're very modest in their intros. We're going to interview them, get to know them a little bit better here. But Jesh and Alex both have a heart for customers, the customer first, because that's where all of us on this show came from. We were serving our customers in the field directly, first of all. They're each very incredible SMEs in their own expertise areas. And they both also work in creating training content that you take when you sign up for Tanium classes. They've both also worked on Tanium certifications. So when you see them at Converge, ask them for some certification tips. You just might be able to get something out of them. We'll see. So this is just going to be so much fun. And I'm so glad to hand this show over to them because you as the audience are in very capable and qualified hands. So, Jesh and Alex, you guys just chime in whenever you want here. So, first question for you. What makes you excited about this opportunity?
I've been watching Tech Talks since I was a Tanium customer myself years ago, working in a security operations center. And I never really thought I'd get a chance to meet Ashley, which is kind of like exciting in its own right. And I've always been kind of a performer, a little outgoing. I love talking, gift of gab, silver tongue, and being able to teach and talk and share on this particular channel is so very exciting.
I honestly, with the Tech Talks, am so excited just because I feel like this is one of the best places to be able to communicate stuff to the field, to be able to ask the questions that you guys have for our experts and share information. In my head, there's no idea that's too complex that can't be simplified and communicated easily. And so much of succeeding in tech and winning as a team is just being able to communicate and share those ideas, share the things that we've learned with others. So I'm super excited to be able to just be part of being able to help everyone succeed, really, by communicating all the fun information with them.
So let's dive into a little bit of your background to help the audience get to know who you are. And Jesh, since you're talking there, go ahead and tell us a little bit about how you got started in tech.
So my journey to tech was kind of non-traditional. So I started my career as a mortgage banker, actually, which was lovely. But I'm far too competitive to be in sales and have any sense of work-life balance. So I looked at the stats for what can I do that involves numbers and logic and is similar enough. I landed in tech, moved over here. I got a degree in cybersecurity and information assurance. Shortly after getting that, moved over to FireEye and worked with FireEye for a little bit. And then Tanium, where I've been ever since, which is awesome.
How about you, Alex?
I also took kind of a meandering road to get to where I am today. I'm actually, originally, I went to school to be an English teacher, always wanted to be a teacher. Idolized my English teachers growing up. Dead Poet Society is one of my favorite films. But I actually, just to pay the bills, was randomly working at Best Buy's Geek Squad for a while. But I ended up somehow getting grabbed to work in IT at my military base at the time. Didn't really, I don't know if I was closed off as a child, didn't really realize at the time that people paid for IT services, right? So I was like, what do you mean? You want me to take care of your computer? Sure, no problem. More than happy to. From there, I just kept building my education, ended up working in a security operations center deep underground. Absolutely loved that job. I too, with Jesh, have a security background. And finally, one day, Tanium came calling, and I said, "Sure, why not?" I made the jump. Been here ever since, and it's been great.
And so, Alex, I know you're not supposed to talk a whole lot about what you do when you're not at work, but could you tell us a little bit about your last 6 months? Just a quick, a skinny thing that you're able to talk about.
So for the last 6 months or so, for the U.S. military, I've been trained a little bit in the ways of cyber offensive capabilities that I can't really get more into.
Yeah, well, we will respect that, and thank you for your service. Yeah. So, personal interests, like what do you guys like to drink? Favorite movies and snacks, things like that. We talk about pop culture sometimes.
Personal interest, hobby snacks. For me, you may even see me with a ball of yarn one of these episodes crocheting. It keeps my hands busy while I think. So I do that. Love just spending time outdoors. I live in Utah, which is the perfect place to be able to do that. So I am, I don't know what kind of drinks we're talking about. I'm a whiskey girl at heart. Otherwise, a good water electrolyte solution is if we're going with a little more work appropriate.
I'm actually realizing more and more every day how similar Jesh and I are. I'm a huge Scotch and bourbon person myself. As far as hobbies, professional interests, I originally got a degree in audio recording and technology, really wanted to record my band's music. So upstairs, I have a little recording studio, which is where I'll be the next time you see me. Love writing music, love playing music, and I'm probably the biggest nerd I know. So I have my own custom built PCs where I play video games for way too many hours a week.
So, Alex, I have to ask, you like writing music? Is that the music itself, or is it songs, full-blown lyrics and everything?
Yeah, full-blown lyrics and everything. Yep.
All right, so this show has a really dedicated audience of followers. And for those of you who are watching, I hope that when you see Jesh and Alex at Converge, you really give them a high five, make them feel welcome as part of the Tech Talks team. So Jesh and Alex, when people see you at Converge, they can give you ideas then, but how else can they reach you online?
So you can reach us at go@tanium.com.
You can also find us on LinkedIn. Our links are going to be in the show notes below. We love recommendations. We love hearing your ideas and thoughts. please reach out to us whenever you want.
All right. So, folks, this is the first show for Alex and Jesh, and they get to play interviewer now and ask me a few questions. So, do either of you have any questions for me?
Yeah, Ashley, I've got a good question for you. I have several good questions for you, but first, with Jesh and I coming on board here to Tech Talks, how did this show get started? Was it your brainchild? You've been going for several years now. What's the story there?
This is a fun story to tell. So, if you've watched this show over the years, you've seen Jasper Liao on this show a few times. And just last Converge, I did an interview with him on the Tanium Titans program. So, Jasper came to me again about 5 years ago and said, "Hey, we've got this new UI design that called Project Blue Star at the time. Could you record a demo video for us?" Now, this is during COVID when we're not able to get out and visit with customers. And I really enjoyed doing that. And so I'm sitting here in my office thinking, hey, how can I get to contact with more customers? And so I told Jasper, I said, you know what, we release new things all the time. Why don't we just make a web show? That's popular these days. And the rest is history. And it started off with my little 720p webcam built into my laptop and a speaker puck here. And the audio video wasn't that great if you go back and look at those first episodes, but over time we got things improved and to where now it's a pretty solid deal where we can just fire up the lights and the camera. We're ready to go and record. And it's been a wonderful journey over these 4 years, just helping use our audience to meet all the different amazingly talented people here that all have the Tanium culture is we hire people that really care about other people. And so getting to see that heart come through on the videos where it's like, okay, they're telling me about tech, but they're really here to help me do my job better. And so that's a little bit of a long-winded answer, but yeah, that's how it got started. It was, hey, can you do a demo for us to put on YouTube? Like, hey, let's just make a show.
All right. So you may have already answered this with the end of your last answer, but I'm also curious. Over the 4 years of hosting Tech Talks, what's your favorite part of it? You've got interviewing, you've got producing, you've got planning. What do you enjoy about this?
That's a hard question to answer. There's so much I enjoy about this, and that's why it takes. We're looking around. I'm thinking, before all this, who can I find at Tanium that has this unique mix of passion and technical skills and is would enjoy being on camera, right? So and so I'm so glad you two are here. But for me, what do I enjoy the most? I enjoy the whole thing, but what I really enjoy the most is when somebody in the sales organization or somebody in our customer organization, they'll send me a direct message and they'll say, hey, I was at this customer meeting this week and they said your video really helped them. And that's really what I live for, is just sincerely wanting to help people make the world a better place. And that's part of our mission here at Tanium, is to keep us safe in every sector, right? That's our objective. So when I get that feedback and meeting people in person at Converge that come up and say, hey, thank you for that episode, it was exactly what I needed, that's really why I enjoy doing the show. Yeah.
That's absolutely fantastic, Ashley. I got one more for you. It's going to be kind of a toughie. I mentioned I'm into writing music. I'm very, very passionate about it. I know how it feels to work on something for hours and hours, have a lot of agency in it, throw your heart into it. My question is, how are you feeling relinquishing this project that you clearly love, that you've put in so much time and effort into?
Well, I made the reference to Tom Cruise as a 30 years in the captain spot earlier, and I have really resisted in my career going above the individual contributor level. And just this last year, I was promoted to be a manager of our team with Alex and Jesh and a few others here at Tanium. And it's been very rewarding. I enjoy mentoring people. And so prying my fingers off the grip of driving the show, it's really a joy because that means that I've got ideas, but there's a lot of other people with great ideas too. And so I'm really looking forward to coaching you two as you take over the show and where you'll go with it. It's time. We're going to have some other changes. There's going to be like a Tanium is changing our brand, and our logo is going to stay the same. They're going to change colors and whatever slogans, all that stuff. But you'll see some other changes on the show with colors. But I'm really looking forward to the changes that both of you are going to bring. We're gonna keep the same heart of the show, right? Show me the Tanium console. Show me what I need to get my job done so I can go home faster, right? All that kind of stuff. But I'm really looking forward to fresh ideas and fresh faces so that the audience gets to meet more of Tanium. So we talk about Converge on this show all the time. And Jesh, tell us, I know you've been to Converge a few times. Tell us, what is it that you like about Converge?
Oh, good question. So with Converge, honestly, my favorite part is just being able to meet so many people who are using Tanium, who we all have this thing in common, and being able to just bounce ideas back and forth, share ideas, ask questions. I was there with a customer last year, and he mentioned, I'm struggling with this. And I had literally just heard someone talking about it. So we were able to connect everyone and fix what he was struggling with in a matter of minutes. It's so much fun to see so many like-minded people all excited about the same thing in the same space.
Tell our viewers then where they can find more information and how they can get a list of those labs that we're always talking about.
So you should go to converge.tanium.com first off. You have a chance to register right here if you're not registered yet. But in terms of the good stuff, so if you go to labs and learning up here, we're going to have in-person and virtual labs. So whether you're attending virtually or in person, you have options. We have a capture the flag. This year, I'm actually super excited. A couple of my coworkers are working on this and putting together a really fun experience that I think is a little bit unlike any of the capture the flags that we've run in the past. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say more than that. But if you're interested, definitely worth registering for. We also have our on-site certifications that we're offering if you'd like to be Tanium certified. Those labs. So let's go labs and learning, jump into labs, and then you're going to scroll all the way down. All right, right here, this in-person labs roster, that's what we're going to look at. If you're attending virtually, check out the virtual lab roster, just a little bit reduced from the in-person one. All right, let's open that up. And here we go. So I think we have close to 20 labs this year. I'm not going to read through every single one of them. Definitely check it out. We have some great ways to search based off of the difficulty. So if you want a more challenging lab or if you're a beginner, you can take a look at that field and pick one of the labs that both appeals to you and you feel like is at your skill level. Then we are featuring different things like looking at our automation, being able to automate your workflows, working with some of our best integrations partners like ServiceNow, Microsoft. Those are heavily featured in a couple of our labs. So we have a lot of exciting stuff. Definitely encourage you to scroll through the whole list here and check it out.
Yeah, and some of these labs we're even not really ready to talk about much because some of the things that you're going to get to do in these labs won't be announced until that week on the big stage. So you could literally get your hands on the latest and greatest. Now, we also always have labs for beginners getting started with Tanium. So there's something for everybody, regardless of your specialty, what you do in the console. We're going to have something for each one of you. Integrations as well. ServiceNow, Microsoft are popular. Lots of different things to do in the labs. That deadline is October 29th. Okay, we're recording this a couple months ahead of that. So for 2025, Converge, October 29th is your deadline to get your lab and CTF registration because those will fill up fast. So in the show notes below, there's a free code, a code that you can put in to get a free pass to Converge, virtual or in person, either one. You'll still have to pay for your travel, right? You'll still have to pay for your certification exams. And you want to take your certification exams at Converge. This is the best place to do it. You can go back and watch in the show queue here. You can watch some of the interviews that we did in previous years with people who were also taking their exams there. So that's the show today, folks. We just want to give you this quick update. You're going to see some new faces on the show. So excited about where this is headed and what it means for you as our audience as Tanium continues to innovate and release some amazing technology. It's wonderful to have Jesh and Alex now as part of the Tanium Tech Talks team. You're going to start seeing them here over the next few months as they begin to make up their first episodes, teasing out things like what labs should I pick at Converge and maybe some new releases that are coming up soon. So you'll get to meet them more as they start then hosting the show. And then also you've got all the details here in the notes below for Converge. Also in those show notes below, there's a LinkedIn connection link for both of our new hosts. So you can meet them on LinkedIn as well. And so when they are using LinkedIn to advertise when new episodes drop, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you can watch their LinkedIn profiles for those more information. So what do we want you to take away today? Come see us at Converge. All right. Connect with Jesh and Alex on LinkedIn and email your content ideas to go@tanium.com. So thank you for joining us for this quick update today. So until next time,
Go
Go
Tanium.
Tanium.